we go. I think. There we go. Okay, my computer did not want to turn on. Okay. Welcome to your stretch break, everybody. We are going to start on our chairs today. So go ahead and find some space. Hopefully you have a chair that preferably doesn't have rolly wheels on it. If it does, prop it up against something so that you're not gonna wheel out of your chair. All right, we're gonna start seated. And we're gonna start with our head and neck and kind of make our way down the body. So we're gonna start with just some head turns. I want you to think of turning, looking over that right shoulder, and back through center, nice and slow, over to the left. Now remember to always be very gentle when we're stretching our necks. And back to the right. We're going to go to the side, and then you're going to bring your chin down. So looking down at the floor. And up. Again to the left side, then down. Inhale, good. We're going to look straight down in the center. Thinking of bringing the chin to the chest, shoulders down and back. And you can slowly rock the head side to side just to target a little bit more of the sides of the back of the neck. And bring it up. We're going to take a look up at the ceiling. I want you to think of lifting your chin as high as you can. And we're going to try to stretch all down the front of the neck. And bring it back down. All right, nice job. From here, we're going to hold on to the back of our chair, or you can interlock those hands together behind the back. Pull, shoulders down and back. Good. All right, from here, we're going to take that right arm out to the side. We're going to reach it straight up, down behind the back. Use that other arm to help assist that hand going down. Now, if you want to get more of a stretch underneath that arm, you're just going to lean a little bit away from it, and you'll feel that pick up in here. And bring it down, switch sides. Use that other arm to press. And add that little lean if you're feeling it. Good. All right. All right, roll everything out, shake it all out. From here, we are going to go and we're going to take it. Whoa. I don't know what just happened. Can you hear me? Slash see me? My whole computer just went completely black, so I have no idea what's happening, but I still hear music, but I don't have a camera on, so that's confusing.
Yeah, we can hear you, but can't see you.
What's happening? All right, you guys, you're going to keep stretching. You're going to listen to the sound of my voice until I figure out what's going on. I want you to go into a cat and cow position on your chair, hands on the lap. Think of lifting and opening the chest, and then curve the spine over. Oh, I heard the beeps. Good, keep going into a cat and cow position. And then we're going to take it into a little bit of a twist, turning that whole torso over to the right side, looking behind you. Yes. And then back to the other side. So we are just going side to side, turning, looking behind. Good. All right, from here, you're gonna pick up one leg and you're gonna just pull it in to the chest. And then I want you to go into some ankle rolls, and you can do this standing, you can do this seated or down on the floor. Remember, there's always a ton of options. So choose your favorite. Good, and then point and flex that foot. When you point, I want you to think of pulling those toes as far back as you can until you feel like you're gonna get a cramp in the front, and then point that foot. Same thing. Really stretch those feet out. And then same thing, other side. Pull knee in towards the chest. Give it some circles. And flex. Press through that heel. And point. And shake it out. All right, we're going to go either, if you have a chair that doesn't move, you can bring the knees apart, and you're just going to reach forward and back up. So it's very similar to like a deadlift or a good morning, where you're just letting a nice flat back, lean forward. And then once you reach basically your stopping point, you can bring the hands down to the floor, a little bit of support. Now, if that is too far, you can also just stop right here and let the elbows rest on the knees. And from here, we're going to take back into this position with our elbows on our knees. Now, my feet are on the floor. It really also depends if your feet touch the floor on your chair. But we're going to go back into this position. Now, I want you to think of making that back nice and flat, so we're not hunching over. I want you to think of bringing it into a nice flat back position. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to bring it behind the head, and you're just going to turn and say hello and look, rotate, and then bring it back down. Look towards the other side, bring it all the way through. And one more time, we're going to open. Elbow leads towards the ceiling. And one more time, turn and look behind through the other side. And back to normal. So just resting here. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Go right about here. Now I can do, I'm on my toes, make it a little easier. Flat back, nice, strong core. Right hand comes up. We're going to take it all the way up. So these are for our thoracic rotations. I love doing these on all fours. I love doing them on a bench. And I love doing these before any type of a workout, especially upper body, but it's also just really good to open up that chest. And back. And go ahead and break. We're going to go standing. Use our chair to our advantage here. I want to move my big chair. All right, we're going to step it back. Now, whether you have a chair or a wall, you're going to go into a nice 90-degree angle, letting the legs stretch. I want you to focus your stretch first on your legs. So I want you to find wherever that is, whether that's slightly bent knees, focusing the stretch in those hamstrings. And then once your hamstrings feel like they have been stretched nicely, you're going to then shift your focus on that upper body and letting the head come through either the shoulders and pulling the shoulders back. And then slowly roll through, walk it in, because that is a lot. So breathe. And then we are going to use that one more time into a wide stance, a little bit wider. So take it a little wider than hip width. And then we're going to do the same thing. Sit those hips back. This is going to allow you to get a little bit deeper. And same thing, you can bend the knees if you need. and straighten, and bend, and straighten. Roll it up, walk it in. All right, we are going to go down to the floor. We're going to do some stretching of those hip flexors and hamstrings a little bit deeper than that. All right, I'm going to move my chair out of the way. All right, you're going to choose your starting leg. I'm going to start on the left today. I'll start with the worst leg. So we're going to start in a nice high lunge position. Now feel free to always hold on to something. If you need a little bit more stability, we're going to start with just that nice high lunge. Back leg is as straight as you can get it. It's going to force the shift right here to stretch our hip flexors on this side. Make sure that those hips are facing forward. And then we are going to bring our right hand down to the floor. We're going to come into a nice low lunge position. Now, if this is a little too much, you can modify this at any point by dropping that back knee down or coming down onto the floor and finding a different stretch that may work better for you. This is going to be really different on everyone. So we're going to drop that back knee, tuck that toe under, and we're going to hold here. You're going to feel that stretch in that hip flexor here, in the hamstring underneath. But making sure that this knee is not going past our toe. And then we're going to sit our hips backwards, straightening out that front leg. You want to straighten it the best you can. Good. And then flex that foot in front as you sit back. And then we are going to go into a pigeon pose. So bring that foot over and down. Bring it into the best pigeon that you can maneuver today. Modification would be 2 bent knees, but feel free to shift your hips, your body around to kind of find where you need the most stretch. If you want, you can take it to the elbows here. Good. All right, we're going to bring it all the way up and into our 90-90, so a little bit of that modification just here. And then we are going to reach over that front foot. Good, and up. We're going to go through center, but we're going to stop in our straddle position. Now, wherever your legs land naturally, it's going to be good. It's good. We're going to just take it so that our toes are facing the ceiling. We're going to stretch those inner thighs. We're going to reach the hands out in front of us. Wherever you stop is where you stop, and you're just going to breathe. Take about 3 deep breaths. You can bring it down to the elbows. You can do a nice rounded back, or you can keep a completely flat back. Whatever is more comfortable here. The goal is to stretch those legs, stretch those thighs, hamstrings. You may feel it down the outside of your legs as well. But the goal is to keep those knees facing the ceiling. And we're going to go and repeat on the other side. Oh no. We haven't. We're going to go another minute. All right, nice high lunge on the right. And then that left hand is going to come down and through next to that right leg. Find your stretch here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and bring that knee down, tuck the toe under. And sit the hips back, straighten out that front foot. Leg all the way through, and you can flex that foot. forward and then bring that down into your pigeon. And to the elbows. Nice big deep breaths. Good. And we're going to bring that other leg in to meet it. And we're going to come onto our knees, reach out into your child's pose. Reach, reach, reach. And inhale up. You're going to make your way up to standing by any means necessary, whether that is walking through down dog, rolling up through the spine, or just getting up there. And shake it out. Shake. Do the wave, shake it out. Don't forget to hydrate today if you haven't already. This is me telling you to go hydrate. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much for stretching with me. I hope you feel more limber than you did 15 minutes ago. We will see you next time.